Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Frostpunk the last autumn. So we've made some interesting progress. We're doing fairly alright. We're sending our foragers out, clearing out the map, which has been rather nice. We do have a couple making their way back towards us. We're going to go ahead and see. Hang on a second. Heading to the construction site. Were we going to stop there? You know what? No, we do need to get them back. Oh, we do need those steam cores. For a second then, I forgot what we had planned. And yes, things are going well. We're actively going for some tech upgrades for an advanced upgraded docks. We need to increase our steel production if we're going to get on top of things. We need to produce a whole stack of steam exchanges, and well, as much as we are ahead of schedule for this very moment, we do need to get a wiggle on if we're going to be successful. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is, let's see, hang on a second, that's, yeah, less danger than the other one. The ventilation, you know what? We're going to send you back to the short shift and turn off those safety procedures. That'll be fine. Yeah, that'll become safe when the ventilation plant kicks in on the next shift, and we'll get some nice efficiency there. And yeah, that should be fairly good. Now, we are waiting for a little bit of time. We will be bringing in some more workers, but the question is, how many workers do we need, and do we also need some steam cores? So we're going to let our logistical limit tick upwards for the moment, and hopefully that will be all right. With the advanced stocks, I think that there is a second reloading station, so yeah, that might require some more work. And then of course we do need to well, I don't know if there's going to be an increase in the amount of workers we can put into the docks as well. I'll be curious to see how that all works. But at the moment we're doing fairly well. Sickness hasn't been too big of an issue. We've been taking care of this quite effectively. We do have a few people that are out of it for the next work day, but I don't think we should be too far behind. Everyone's going to be safe, so no one else is really going to be getting any sicker. Although we may need a couple more bathhouses, but we are slowly working on the resources around so we can clear out just enough space that we can continue our residential neighborhood and yeah, make sure that everyone is healthy and clean. I am thinking, yeah, we may need some more coal. That could be a potential thing, but at the moment we're still producing more than we need, so I'm not too concerned. And oh wow, would you look at that? That was a huge amount of motivation. Daily loss is concerning. That is not ideal. You know what? Since that's the case, let's go ahead and do an evening service. I want to keep this motivation high. Again, this will come down eventually, I'm sure, but I really want that extra 30% efficiency. That helps out with our food situation. It means we're getting as much steel as possible. Research goes by a little bit quicker again. I think it ends up being about an extra 9%. Which over the course of the game is going to be quite nice for us. Alright, so here we go, up and running. Let's go and see, what do we got? Yeah, upgraded docks. I think we'll keep a little bit of steel on hand. We have enough for... Now, we'll tack another one on there just so they don't stop, just in case they finish before we're finished with other things. Book of Laws, what do we want to do? Alright, well, bare knuckle bouts. I don't think we have to worry about the discontent at this stage. We seem to have handled things fairly effectively. We could go for the extra rations for the ill. That wouldn't be a bad idea either. Let's see, what else could we do? Labor. A workers' council? Okay, that's not the worst idea. Let's see. This would give us access to a council square. Workers' motivation will rise slightly every day, and the council square lowers strike risk in nearby workplaces by 1. Yeah, although the downside is some of the council ideas will have negative consequences. I think we'll try and leave this be for a little bit of time. Same with the extended shifts, and I definitely don't want to go down that dispensary route. That could have a pretty bad case. Yeah, treatments can have side effects. I don't know what they are, but I don't want anything bad to happen. I kind of feel like this is the hardcore pharmaceuticals or opiates or something along those lines. So I think what we'll do is let's get ahead of the curve And I think we're going to go with the extra rations for the ill. This should be all good. And at the very least, it gets our workers back to where they need to be. Alright, so you know what? This will only cost us 10 rations, but this will mean that we will take an hour off at the very least. Yeah, you know what? I think we'll leave this be for now. But at least we have the option if we do. No matter what happens, they're going to miss out on today's workday, so we may as well save ourselves a little bit of food. Alright, so let's see. Tech is about to finish. That is fantastic. Less than an hour. And so there we go. Upgraded docks are researched. Fantastic. So now 2 even piles there. That'll be good. What do we want to pick up now? Alright, so we could go for some additional forages. That wouldn't be bad. We do have a third direction for our people to search in. Faster carts also wouldn't be a terrible idea either. More food isn't a bad idea, but we're doing really well as far as food is concerned, so I'm not bothered by that one way or the other. And then what else have we got? We could go for the advanced stocks again. Yeah, allows us to build advanced stocks which unload resources from ships even faster on 3 piles. Wow. Ships bringing huge quantities of basic materials from local sources are unloaded here with great speed. That does sound nice. That really does. Yeah, we may need that advanced reloading station too if we're going to keep up. Same thing with the gathering optimization. That could also be a decent thing to help improve our collection. So let's see. If we were to go ahead and build one, let's just see. Does this give us any hints? Oh, it's an extension onto our current building. Okay. Well, that's a rather fancy upgrade. Okay, and I think, yeah, there's a spot here for an extra reloading station. So the question is, though, will this impede our ability to produce? You know what? We're going to go ahead and do this one for the steel straight away. Oh, actually, you know what? This one's the one that's already doing fairly well. Yeah, 11 per hour. We're doing 6.5 per hour. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and upgrade this one first. That'll cost us 20 steel and 60 wood. That's not terrible. Yeah, we'll put that there. That's being upgraded. Those workers should get that done fairly quickly. In fact, you know what? We'll even take back... No, we won't. We'll take one worker from here and put them... Oh no, 10 out of 10. Never mind. It looks like they must have been sick. Alright, but that's fine. We are getting a little bit behind schedule, but we should be alright if this pans out. So I think... Yeah, we'll have more steel by the end of day. So let's just go ahead and pick up the... Oh, part of me very much wants to do the forages, and the other part of me really wants to go ahead and get this redesigned template. Every little bit of steel that we can save is going to be massive. Let's just check. How much do we currently spend? 20 steel? Okay, and we will be making a 20% deduction. Yeah, so that'll save us a fair bit. So that would mean, let's see, 1/5 of that. That's 4 steel per exchanger. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, you know what? It also speeds up the ability to make them. And considering we're running behind on these, that could be really nice. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get this done. I think that this is going to be crucial for us. Yeah, if we're going to get this, we need it to be done soon. And you know what? That'll get... Oh yeah, right before the end of day. Yep, this will give us enough time to upgrade the docks overnight. Maybe put in a new loading station if we get the... Yeah, in 2 hours when we get the extra steam cores. Yeah, this will be exactly what we need. So you know what? I think then if that's the case, if we've got 2 steam cores, we'll go... One of them will need to go here and one of them will need to go there. That'll leave us with no more. So if we want that infirmary in the future, we may need to add one. And then, let's see, how many workers could we call on in? 19? That's not insignificant. let's see, where would they go if they weren't working here? So we have both of these maxed out. We could chuck a couple more there, potentially just upgrade this and make that a little bit better off. We could always move another sawmill up and around, just stack up a fair few profiles. That wouldn't be bad either. Yeah, I don't think having an extra 19 mouths to feed would be the end of the world. Yeah, and then we can also go ahead and throw on a prosthetic. No, we're short by a total limit of, I think we're up to 58. Let's make that 19 and bring in one more prosthesis, just in case we do get a gravely ill person. Yeah, we shouldn't be suffering too much in advance. Yeah, but I think that could be rather good. So they can come on and arrive tomorrow. That'll be all right. Again, we're making fairly solid progress as it stands. We'll go ahead and queue up a little bit more. Yeah, this is going to be very, very helpful. And then... yeah, we need how many more? We're at 7 steam exchanges. Okay, so we've got to start building on this thing fairly soon. Alright, what's this event? Prostheses shipments back in business. A beaming worker approaches you, walking stiffly on a new fitted prostheses you had shipped from the homeland for him. I just wanted to thank you. I was slowly going mad, working in the care house for half pay. Now I'm back in business. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Motivation rises slightly. That's what we want to see. That's right, we're fishing for all of these positive events, making sure that people feel happy. And it looks like we now have some new steam cores and free food rations. So, let's not waste any time. This place got upgraded rather nicely, and now it's, wow, 23.2 per day. Oh, sorry, per hour. Wow, that's twice as effective. That is incredible. And I'm guessing we're going to need to pay for a new reloading station right there. Yeah, that is to be expected. Let's go ahead and get that up and running. That'll be fine for now. We will need some extra workers. I'm thinking we'll probably reduce this down to a single person in the meantime, in between time. And then, yeah, when more workers come by, yeah, this will pan out quite nicely. So either way, foragers, let's see, where do we want to send you? Part of me wants to finish up over here, but part of me also wants to start exploring over there as well. Now, let's see, not the transport. These fellows are going to be there for another, alright, 5 days. Then they'll have the mountain pass, the bald hill, and then we have all of those. I'm thinking, hang on a second, did we get some coordinates for an old generator? I think we did, and maybe that's what this is, the nature sculpture. Either that or we could go ahead and investigate the French. I think for now we're doing okay on food, so I'm not super, invested in getting more food immediately. Let's go ahead and make it over there. Yeah, we'll send the foragers over here. If we get an extra group, we'll send them up over there, and yeah, we'll just see how that all goes. But that is something we do want to do. Again, exploring the map is going to be a really nice thing. Maybe if things go well, we may be able to go ahead and pick up the technology for faster sleds. That would also be quite beneficial to us. Yeah, okay. Alright, so how are we doing? We've got plenty of food rations. In fact, we're doing remarkably well in that aspect. How many have we got left? We're up to 502 standard meals. Hang on a second. I thought I told you guys to stop making standard meals. I thought I did. Well, we don't have another one of these buildings, so I guess we just produced far more of them than I thought. Hopefully that doesn't hurt with our motivation, but we will see. There's not much that can be done about that for now. Our coal is still on the rise, which is really nice. Oh, and apparently we now have 2 gravely ill and 2 that are sick as well. I think this is going to be one of those times when we start... yeah, we'll make sure everybody gets to treatment, and then we'll go ahead and we'll give extra rations. In fact, you know what? No. Take that back. We're going to go ahead and do that now. Get them out, get the others in, and hopefully we can make some solid progress. Alright. tech is finished at end of day. That is fantastic. So there's the redesigned templates. That's what we want to see. And now, where do we go? Could go for efficient fans. That would save us a little bit of extra coal and maybe give us a little bit more wiggle room to throw in a new bathhouse. We could also work on better gathering optimization, make them 10% more efficient. That wouldn't be terrible either. Give us a little bit of extra steel and things in the meantime. And then the advanced docks. That'd give us a third pile, but again, we need more steam cores. Yeah, that's going to be expensive. You know what? For now, we're not going to bother with the advanced fishing harbor. We're making plenty of food as it stands, and we have a very solid supply, so that's definitely not on the cards. The infirmary wouldn't be a bad idea, but again, we need that steam core, and I don't... oh, we do have one coming along in 18 hours. And then... let's see, additional forages. Maybe we just go for the boosted sleds. Let them get to their destinations a little bit faster. Yeah, and then we can go for the infirmary afterwards, because again, we're not going to be able to build it at first, but this will give us an advantage from as soon as we get that going. And then... yeah, and then from there, I think maybe we'll go for the efficient fans. Okay, I think I've talked myself into it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start with the boosted forager carts. 11 hours should take most of tomorrow, but again, at 139%, which I'm pretty sure is what we're researching at. That should be, what, just under 8 hours? Yeah, just under 8 hours. So we will definitely get that done, and we'll pick up a new tech as well. I see that we've almost finished building this one, this steam exchanger, but you know what? I'd rather go for the cheaper version, so let's go ahead and recall you and get that steel back and make sure that we're investing appropriately. And you know what? Yeah, I think that'll be fine. We'll go ahead and leave that be. We'll go ahead and let's see. Let's reduce our workers by 10. I definitely want that steel input, because if we start blitzing through all of these, we're going to need every piece of steel we can possibly muster. Otherwise, we're going to get behind very, very quickly. But again, we only need 3 more, so I'm not too concerned before we can start producing the next area. Sorry, the next stage of our foundations. So yeah, that should be fine. We already have some extra steel there. Yeah, 54, 31, that's coming along nicely. The upgraded docks don't require more people. Ooh, that's good. You know what? Let's go ahead and preemptively start. Where is this? Going for the upgraded dock here as well. Yeah, 41 wood, 20 steel. I think we do that now, and then we want to do so with a coal. I wonder. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. So we have 3 there. That'll take us through to, yeah, the 10 steam exchanges that we need for this next section. Then what do we need after that? So that'll be enough for here. We'll need 50 structural profiles and steel composites. Okay, so we need to get the foundry up and running, and it looks like, oh, a low risk of going on strike. Okay. Okay, so union elections is going on. Okay, so I wonder how long that's going to last us for. Yeah, that is a bit of a pickle, and we can't go ahead and reduce the risk of a strike. Alright, well, we've done what we can, so let's just hold on, and hopefully it's not going to be too crazy. Yeah. Alright, also too, I think one of the other researches we should go for at some point for the generator construction, we could go for these protective structures. Yeah, that'll also increase workplace safety. That's not too bad. We could also go ahead and maybe go for... You know what? Actually, no. We're going to need to go for the foundry next. That is also a steam core that we're going to be requiring. So as soon as that ship lands, if we can get a single steam core, we'll definitely bring that in, and maybe even a couple of extra workers. going to get rather hectic. Yeah, I think it's going to get rather hectic rather quickly. But again, it is what it is. Not much can be done about that. I also see that this is, what, 2 levels of danger. This will provide us with 1. I think we go ahead and chuck this back to a short shift as well. Again, make the most out of this ventilation plant. And if they're both on short, let's go ahead and change the working hours so we can save a little bit of coal as well. Yeah, all of these things are going to add up and make things far more agreeable in the long term. So certainly worth it to me. Also too, depending on how much coal, steel, or whatever have you from these upgraded docks, we may be able to reduce the amount of workers so we can put some more in the reloading stations depending on how much they can produce per day. Alright, but either way, let's go ahead and check in on these foragers. Apparently they're at the Nature's Sculpture. As we suspected, it's just a tall rock sculpted by winds into a shape that from a certain angle looks like a standing human. It's a useful landmark nonetheless. Okay, well, move on. A rock that looks like a gigantic human's... Yep. What have we got there? Field kitchen. Oh, we can see something that looks like a field kitchen among the rocks over there. Well then, you know what? That is quite a reasonable place to go. Yeah, head on over. We'll see what you can find. Okay, so there we have it. We've got the upgraded docks. That's going to be excellent. We're down to 0 steam cores. Wait a second. How did we spend 2 again? Oh, we did a steam reloading station instead of a regular one. Aha. Right. So we paid for some... Yeah, we paid for some upgrades there. We spent 2 of those steam cores. Yikes. Okay, that is rather dangerous, but I guess it is what it is. We seem to be handling our patients fairly quickly. Yeah, still getting the benefits from those extra food rations. That will, yeah, certainly save us a little bit of time there. Looks like someone else has got sick as well. I'm guessing that is due to our health conditions. Let's see, how is our economy for our coal? We're currently consuming 272 and gaining 416. Well then, if that's the case, I think we need to go ahead and build ourselves a new bathhouse. It is time, and that'll keep everybody nice and healthy. I think those workers staying there are just going to have to stick where they are. Those efficiencies later for that ventilation plant would be nice, but right now it's not something that we really need. And if we can save enough, if we can keep everything else going rather well, I don't think it's going to be a major issue. Not adjacent to street is a bit of an annoyance. Where could we put this? We could chuck that there, and that would reach all of the homes. So you know what? I'm inclined to think that's the best spot. This would fit a little bit better, but I guess that means we'd need to delete a few houses and bring them across. And you know what? I think that's actually not the worst idea. We have enough room. Oh, wait a second. If we go back a little bit further... where is it? Oh, there is one house in there that's never going to get hit. They're just in an awkward spot. If we go back a fraction, we could hit that one further back there. And, you know what? I think that's going to be the way that we have to do it. Yeah, we'll try and make the most out of this, although, theoretically, we could build another church. Would that be something that we could possibly do? Let's see, another chapel. These things have a solid radius. In fact, you know what? Maybe we just build this up over there. We don't need to man this building. Or maybe we even just chuck it further back there when we shuffle in these houses. That wouldn't be the worst. Yeah, maybe we put one back there in the future. Okay, so if that's the case, let's just go ahead and get the bathhouse up and running. I think... you know what? 2 houses not getting hit, that's fine. We'll make the most of this section here. We'll build everything else around it. Yeah, that'll just have to do. We'll reshuffle some of these tents around. It'll be fine. We do need another, let's see... housing... We have a couple of people in the care house, but that'll be easily sorted. And then where do the remainder come from? We have 3 beds there. Another 4, so that's 7. 14. Okay, so we have 14 spaces. 14? Yeah. 6. 10. 13. Oh, whoopsie daisies. 13. Okay, well that's fine. Yeah, 13 vacant beds. We're going to be bringing in how many? An extra 5. Okay, so we need to make one more home on top of whatever we destroy. Let's go. Let's see. You know what? We'll just hang on a second. Where is it? Can we build a chapel in there as it stands? Oh, we actually can. Ooh. Oh, but the overlap is, yeah, horrendous. Maybe what we do is, when we delete that house, we pop this in there instead. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Either that or we, chuck it here. Yeah, exactly where that house is. Move that across, put this in there instead. And then, shuffle that home elsewhere. Yeah, I think that's what we do, but you know what, we'll do that during the day so we're not upsetting too many people. They can build that at the end of shift. That'll be fine. I don't want to cause too much trouble, but I guess yeah, if this goes up nice and quickly, we can get some extra health for our tiny little colony. Alright, let's open the Book of Laws. Where are we at? Administration. We've already got the extra rations. We don't need the discontent. I'm thinking maybe we go ahead and sign in company funerals. This will at least increase motivation if we do have any deaths. I'm not expecting any to happen at this stage, but again, it's something that we may not get the choice with certain events, especially if they give us an unwinnable situation, which I'm not exactly expecting that they wouldn't do. So, yeah, morgue, no risk of dead bodies. Yeah, but that's still deaths, and that always hurts our motivation, I'm pretty sure, or our hope. So I'm guessing if we send them to London, that'll be good. Otherwise, if we didn't do that, what else could we do? Yeah, you know what? Nah, that's an easy choice. We're going to go ahead and sign that into law. That'll be very popular. Yes, it does cost us a little bit of steel, but we are making some solid progress, so I'm not too concerned about that. I think that'll be a fairly healthy decision that we've made there. Oh yeah, also too, I forgot that this is just a regular reloading station instead of a steam reloading station. Yeah, that would also explain why we weren't getting as much steel from there. Yeah, that is... alright, well at least we have that up and running. That'll be fine. And at the very least, we'll start building up a pile in a second one, so that's not going to be the end of the world. We'll have a lot of excess when we do get to getting that reloading station off the ground. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, in 5 hours we will be able to man it. We'll get an extra steam core. In fact, I'm thinking we may go ahead and build either an improved reloading station here. Yeah, we're not needing that infirmary right now, so I am tempted. I am incredibly tempted to just buff our steel output. Alright, foragers, reach the field kitchen. How is that? We found no food in the field kitchen, although it must have been used recently. There's still some water in the 2 large pots inside. Alright then, well, move on. And oh, what is this? Site 107. Okay, this is the failed site that we heard about. Let's go ahead and send them here. Yes, this must be the ill-fated generator construction, site number 107. We were told about. Alright, well, that is good. We are told by our corporate overlords that we are welcome to salvage whatever we can find. So we'll zip on over there. We will, see how many steam cores, and maybe that'll give us a little bit of a helping hand. And if there's nothing else in this area, we can then focus back up to the north. Yeah, I think that would be fantastic. But you know what? I think that's a good place to call things for today. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.